Hello and welcome to a special cryptic, Cracking the Cryptic, where I'm going to have a go at a puzzle called Hearing Aids by Anax. Now, Simon sent this to me and asked me to try it and solve it online. I'm very happy to do that. I understand it's a tribute to Neil Shepherd, who was known as Alberich, or Alberic, as his main pseudonym as a crossword compiler, and he died recently, very sadly. And I think it says at the top, a puzzle submitted to and a tribute to Neil Shepherd's free Crosswords online website. I don't know if that's a deliberate misprint in Crosswords. It's a plain cryptic, but has a short preamble. There is help if you can spot some puns appropriate to this website. Now, I'm not sure whether this website, it is the free Crosswords online website, which I haven't looked at in a long time. So I'm not sure if I will spot the puns appropriate to the website. We shall see. So I'm just going to have a go. I'm going to try and talk you through. I'm sure we can do this together. If we work together, we can solve these clues. And that is what I'm going to try and do. Do follow along with me and see if we can do these together. So, don't know how it's going to go. One across, but I will say Anax, who is Dean Mayer, is one of Simon and my favourite crossword compilers ever. Some of his clues, many of his clues, are brilliances, and he burst onto the scene, I reckon, about 15 years ago, and has just been brilliant ever since. Anyway, let's hope he lives up to it. I'm sure he will. Right. We're going to plunge in with one across, which I don't know this software either. Let's see how it goes. It's from crosswordcompiler.com. Ooh, I feel maybe I do know the software, but I haven't used it for a long time. Anyway, Navy base guards put caps on the ground. Now, the surface reading of that suggests that guards at a Navy base put some caps on the ground. It'll be nothing to do with that. Nothing. Navy can sometimes be the abbreviation N or RN for Royal Navy. Base can sometimes be the mathematical symbol E. Guards can sometimes mean goes outside something. But I have to admit, I don't know what is going on here. Put cap. Ground can sometimes mean ground up, like turned into an anagram because of a grinding action, as it were. Ground coffee is all mashed up together. Anyway, I don't know what's happening there, so I'm going to move on to 4 across. Right, female graduate welcoming royal guide. Looks to me like guide is likely to be the definition. There's always a definition at one end or the other of a clue. So welcoming looks like a kind of insertion indicator. So I think we want either F or hen or she or her, something like that for female. Graduate could be MA or BA. And then we need to get some sort of word for royal into this. And we will end up with a guide. And I don't know what's going on there either. So struggling a bit here. Let's have a look at the long one across, just in case we can get it. With Anax, these are often utterly brilliant cryptic definitions. So not doing the wordplay, but just something amazingly clever if you read it right. So let's have a look at this. It's a 9-6 phrase. No contract, one may be double-crossed. What can be double-crossed? A check? A cancelled check? That would fit with the British spelling. Don't know. I mean, it's not impossible. It doesn't look brilliant. Right, 10 across. Study women in boozer. Well, that looks like you're looking at women in a pub. And there are some 3-letter words for pub, like pub, bar, and inn. But women can be abbreviated as W, yes. And a different form of boozer is someone who does boozing. And that, in 3 letters, could be a sot. And to swat, which can be spelled either with an O or an A, is a possible synonym for study. So I've finally got an answer. There we go. Let's have a look at one down, which ends in S. Praise the land and the country's uprising. Kudos could be praise, yes. What is kudos reversed or uprising? Well, it's sod, UK. And UK is a country. And sod is a sort of metaphor for the land because it's earth. So that is kudos, I think. Let's have a look at one across with this K at the beginning, which I wasn't expecting. Navy base, guards put caps on the ground. I do not know what's going on with that. Okay, this is not cancelled check. I've just realised both cancelled and check would be in UK spellings there. No, okay, so the only one I've got help for that I haven't looked at is two down. Shot former lover is chap cruelly rejected, say. Well, former lover often translates to EX. Your ex is your former lover. Photo something for shot? No, I don't know what's going on here. Let's have a look at three down. Lane in the heart of Kent. Lane in the heart of Kent looks like EN. Oh no, wait, this could be, oh, that is brilliant. This is Lois, because Lois Lane can be found in the heart of Clark Kent. Oh, that's lovely. I created a spectator puzzle a couple of years ago in which the final highlighting was to find Lane in planet. So Lane does have this sort of double meaning for me. That was probably quite helpful there. Now, oh, put caps on the ground. If you put your kneecaps on the ground, you kneel. So that's going to be a very convoluted definition. To put your kneecaps on the ground is to kneel. Navy is N, and base, or keel, the base of a ship, is guarding it. Right, so two down probably begins with the X. So the whole thing means shot. X, some sort of... I still want it to be some sort of photo. I don't know why. There are lots of other types of shot. Explosive. Oh, yes. There's an anagram of lover is chap. And then rejected say, which is say can be another way of saying for example or e.g. And if you reject that, you get ge. So we put former lover is not X. Former is X, just as the prefix meaning former. And then there's an anagram of lover is chap, and then there's ge, which is rejected say. Cruelly is the anagram indicator for lover is chap, and the whole thing gives us explosive charge, which must be definable as a shot. Wow, that's quite hard. 9 across. So duplicate. Oh, duplicate bridge is not well, yeah, it is duplicate bridge. That's very lovely use of double crossed, because if you had a duplicate bridge, you could cross it twice. No contract is, I mean, duplicate bridge is a form of contract bridge, I believe. So it's not an alternative to contract bridge. It's an alternative to rubber bridge. But I mean, that's clearly what this definition is hinting at. Right, 4 down. Damage, spade, moved, 1 not needed. Spade can be just the letter S, I suppose. Damaged, marred, or no, but damaged is probably the definition. So if spade can be a single S, I would have used spades to be a single S actually. But what's moved? I do think we're looking at S plus a synonym for moved, removing I being 1, and then we get something meaning damaged, but I don't know what that is. So we'll look at 5 down. Bull seen in English trees. Oh, well, I can get this, but this is not easy. English can be the letter E, so that's fine. Then 2 actually quite English trees are yew and ash. And you can run them on after that E for English, and you get this word eyewash, which is a kind of old slang for nonsense, which of course has a new slang of bull, or newer slang anyway. That's what it is. I mean, it's only because I've seen you and Ash used in this word eyewash before in cryptic clues that was at all accessible. 6 down, cast finds hotel address online. Right, an address online is a URL. Hotel can be H as in the phonetic alphabet. Hurl is to cast. So there we go. Right. Now I think I've devised one of the let's notice the title, Hearing Aids, and that this is a tribute to Neil Shepherd. And look, we've got Neil at 1 across if we listen to it, and I think we're going to get Shepherd at 4 across. And a guide is a shepherd, yes, or to guide is to shepherd. She, PhD, welcomes ER, Elizabeth Regina. That's lovely, okay. I did mention she as a possibility. I never thought of PhD as a graduate. It's more than a graduate, really. It's a postgraduate. Anyway, it's only proved what I thought about 4 down so far, which hasn't finished that. Right, 7 down. Thus model aircraft may be damaged, a cord on it twisted. Wow. Well, lots of that looks like anagrams and anagram indicators, damaged and twisted. But we need a definition. I think it's at the beginning. Thus model aircraft may be. And I think this has to be radio controlled from these letters. Just trying to work out how the... Yes, damaged. So we damage a chord on it and we get radio cont. And then twisted is rolled for the rest. Oh, I've managed to mistype that because I thought the was supplying the D for me. So let's try and get it right. Radio controlled. That seems to be it. Yeah, that's it. So 12 across. Explorer runs over ship. Well, this is a whole bunch of crossword abbreviations. From cricket, runs can be R and over can be O. And then ship can be SS for steamship. So that is Ross. And he was a famous explorer after whom some of the Antarctic is named, I guess. Right, 8 down. The man left to invest one's capital. Well, Helsinki fits here. And he is the man. L is left. To invest is to sink. If you sink your money into something, you invest it. And I is one. And there we go. 16 looks a bit like it could be harpoon. Nag about round grains. Well, harp on is nag. And if you put it about around, which can be a round thing, that is an O. So I think it is harpoon. I don't fully understand that definition, grains, but I think there may be an older meaning of the word grains that is a harpoon that I don't really remember. That's what I'm guessing is going on there. 19 across. West-south, short journey for experts. Short journey is trip without the P. So, May west, and then S for south. And then the short trip, and we get maestros, another plural of maestros, and they're experts. Right, 14 down. Nameless partner sent to the chair. Fried. It is fried. That is quite gruesome slang for sent to the electric chair. And a friend without its N, oops, I'm mistyping again, is fried. I always like these word plays where the pronunciation of the vowel is different between the pronunciation of the word generally is different once you remove one letter. So friend becoming fried with one letter moved is quite fun. Now, surprise for Newark's odd characters. Newark's odd characters are the ones in its odd positions, N, W, and R, but that doesn't really work here. So something else is happening. Maybe it's an American word for surprise, but why Newark particularly? It's in New Jersey? NJ? I don't know. Don't know what's going on there. New art? You can't really be expected to split that up here. Let's have a look at this word beginning with M down. It records musical instruments primarily with digital sound. I don't. Oh, musical instruments primarily might be MI. So a microphone records. I don't know what's happening there either. Okay, so let's have a look at this short one with an H in it, 20 across. This is painful, a guide said. I want it to be ache. Or, I mean, this is painful, looks a bit like ouch or ow, but why is a guide ache? An ache is painful. Or achy. Achy. It sounds like achy, and painful can be achy. Okay. Entrance to Savile Row Tower. Right, Savile Row is a street in London where you get clothes and fancy tailoring. But that doesn't matter because we just want the entrance to the word Savile, which is S, and then a word for row, which is or, and you get soar. To tower up into the air is to soar. 23 down. Instruction to take on the same piece of music. The same can be DO, and there is a rondo in music, but, oh yes, to take, that's R. On prescriptions, you get R meaning take, for, I think it's short for Latin recipe or recipe. I don't know how it's meant to be pronounced in Latin, but anyway, that plus on, which is specified in the clue, plus do for ditto gives us that piece of music. Let's have a look at the bottom. Friend, strange one, initially kept back. Strange could be odd. Don't quite know how that works. Right, what is the long one that ends in L something N? PM, so that could be Prime Minister or afternoon. Wrong about veteran, left in Italian team. It looks like it could end in Milan here, doesn't it? Yes, Harold Macmillan was a British Prime Minister. So L in Milan gives us Milan. Harold Mack must somehow be wrong about veteran. Old is veteran. Harm is wrong. AC Milan is the Italian team. That's lovely. It's not just Milan, it's AC Milan. That's brilliant. Right, Harold Macmillan there. Let's have a look at 24 down with an L. Medieval Balladier's Song. I think this might be Glee, and that might be two definitions of Glee. I'm gonna go for it. I'm not 100% sure. 25 down, no head for prostitute's customer. I thought that was a John, which is a pain in the neck. Well, a rick and a trick can be a prostitute's customer. Okay. Friend kiddo. I suppose that's a term you would use to talk to your friend in some parts of Britain. Odd one and then initially kept is K. So all of that written backwards gives us kiddo. Right, 27 across. Bumped into, met, author, Greek character returning every year. Oh, well, that looks like per annum. Ran into pen. Yeah, okay, so my Glee assumption was all wet. That's rubbish. Let's put in per annum. It's ran, which is bumped. I suppose if you bump into someone, you run into them. Ran inside pen with mu backwards, and that gives us that. So, the medieval balladier's song. Medieval balladier is hiding the word alba in it. It's sort of from the A of medieval onwards. That's probably a song that I ought to know, alba. Or it's a word for a song that I don't know. I'm sure it's right, because that gives us actual wordplay. Right, 18 down. I'm saintly, my halo sort of new. So it looks like an anagram of my halo, and then the letter N for new. Holy man would be someone who's saintly. This looks like modicum. It records musical instruments primarily with digital sound. No, minicam would be something that records. MI is the primary parts of musical instruments. If you were to just write musical instruments primarily, you would get MI. And then NICAM is the digital sound. Gosh, that's a bit modern for me. Right, 21 across. Returned golf club bag, not a thing to hold on to. Well, cling is to hold on to, so that looks good. Golf can be G. Oh, I see. Club, again, the suit. So GC, returned, gives you CG, and it's bagging. Those letters have to bag nil if you're writing them backwards, and then you get cling. Right. 17 across. Female is opening right hand for white wine. Well, this female is a hen, so hen is, and that's opening up RH for right hand, and we get Rhenish, which is a type of white wine. 15 down. Hostile moods. What PA's worried about right? Well, it looks like an anagram of what PA's and then R in it. Warpaths or hostile moods. If you're on the warpath, you're in a hostile mood. 15 across. Made airy sound with opening of hairdryer, possibly. Word. Yeah, if you were, you're making a sound in the air. With is W, opening of hair is H, then an anagram of dryer gives us word, and it has not escaped my attention that that is a homophone for the word word, which is in the free crosswords. Oh, I sort of see where we're going to find them. Hang on. Let's just finish the clues if we can. Reason for home support. Brain. Your reason, your intelligence is your brain, and home support is a bra in. That's a thing that provides support, and in is at home. Oh, this damaged spade move hasn't really improved at all. Right, 11 across. Oh, that hasn't either. Okay, we've still got to do these somehow. Surprise for Newark's odd characters. Well, I'm kind of cheating here because I've sort of seen where we're getting the free crosswords online from, or I'm seeing where we're getting some of it. If I was to put freak in here, then 11, 12 and 15 will read free crossword, which sounds like free crossword. So freak, I suppose if you are freaked out, you are surprised. Oh, it's for Newark and all of the odd numbered characters in that phrase, of course. Okay, that's fine. Scarred could be damaged. Moved can be carried. That's, yeah, congratulations, you've completed the puzzle. But let's look at what we've got. We've got Neil Shepherd in the top row. Then starting from 11. Oh, maybe he's a duplicate bridge swat. I don't know. But free crossword comes then. Just going to read the rest of the acrosses in case there's anything I haven't spotted. Yes, there is. Harpoon, Rhenish, Maestri, achy, but Klingsaw. Klingsaw was another, I think, well, it's a pseudonym for a crossword setter, so I think that is Neil Shepherd as well. Now, he was also Alberic or Alberich. Does that appear anywhere? Yes, Alba does. And Rick down here. Alberic. That's what they're doing. So, Neil Shepherd is in the first row. His two famous pseudonyms are Alberic and Klingsaw. And he provided free crosswords. Now, there might be more here. Let me just, now that we've touched the downs, Kudos, Warpath, Explosive Charge, Lois, Brain, Hurl, Fright. Oh, Friedrich? I think he was called Alberic because he liked Wagner opera. Although I may be completely misattributing a character. I don't know if Fried is part of this. Lois, Brain, Hurl. well, you may know better than I some puns appropriate to the website. I'm just going for Neil Shepherd, Alberic, Klingsaw, and Free Crossword. It's very clever. And do go to Neil Shepherd's Free Crosswords online website and have a look at some of the cryptics if you're interested in them. And that is the puzzle that Simon asked me to do today. So there we go. Thanks very much to Annex and of course, you know, sadly missed Neil Shepherd. I did meet him. It was a very nice chat, and I wish his family well. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.